Hi, welcome to Learn English and Practice with Marie. Today we're going to do American English Idioms lesson number 72, where we'll go through 5 idioms and review their meanings, go through a couple of examples, and we'll read a story at the end so we can hear the idioms in context. This is a series, so if you like this video, subscribe for more. Hopefully I am back on track with making these videos and they'll be a little more regular. Let's get started. First, I'll read the idioms. Get the ball rolling, ace in the hole, food for thought, fish out of water, rise and shine. First, get the ball rolling. This means to start something. So to get the ball rolling doesn't literally mean taking a ball, like a bowling ball or like a soccer ball, and getting it moving on the ground. Rather, it's the idea of simply starting something. So if you're able to start something and get started now, that means that you'll have more momentum and get into whatever you're trying to do. A couple of examples are, we need to get the ball rolling on this project if we want to meet the deadline. Let's get the ball rolling by brainstorming some ideas for the event. Next, we have ace in the hole. This means a hidden advantage. So this idiom comes from the world of poker. You know, playing cards, gambling, like poker chips, all of that. And the idea of an ace in the hole is that you have a really, really good card that gives you an advantage, but no one knows. So we can apply that concept to other things. All right, that's what this idiom does. It's more broadly applied. So for example, when I'm traveling, I speak Haitian Creole, albeit not that well anymore, but I speak enough to speak to people and be understood. However, that's my ace in the hole when I'm traveling in the Caribbean because nobody knows that I speak that language. So one time, a few years ago, I managed to negotiate a special deal because the people around me didn't know. I could understand what they were saying privately about the pricing, and I managed to leverage that into my group getting a bigger discount. So that was my ace in the hole in that situation. And a couple of examples are his experience in marketing is his ace in the hole during job interviews. She used her ace in the hole, a well-timed presentation, to secure the promotion. Next, we have food for thought. This means something to think about. So here we're not talking about our brains eating food, but it's just the idea of something being stimulating to your brain or something to think about a lot more. So take, for example, the documentary, or 2 documentaries really, on the Titan submersible story. This is where a very wealthy CEO of a company that did underwater exploration basically had hubris. He had this ego, and he took a lot of shortcuts in terms of safety and put people in danger. So all of that is just kind of food for thought about how you need to be careful about how ambitious you are and what kind of shortcuts you take, because it may not turn out well in the long run. At the very least, those documentaries got me thinking. A couple of examples are her presentation on climate change gave us a lot of food for thought. The discussion provided food for thought on how to improve our community. Next, fish out of water. This means someone in an unfamiliar or uncomfortable situation. So, obviously, fish do best in water. Water is the natural habitat of fish. So, to take a fish out of water is putting that fish in a situation where, it's uncomfortable. And you can apply this to kind of social situations more loosely. So an instance where I felt like a fish out of water was when I was in school and I had to take a math class, and I wasn't very good at math, but I went ahead and took my math class, and everybody else in the class knew so much more than me, and I felt like a fish out of water. I was like, what is going on? All right, so that's just one very obvious instance. A couple of examples are moving to a new country made him feel like a fish out of water. The city boy felt like a fish out of water during his first visit to the countryside. Next, we have on a roll. This means experiencing a period of success or good luck. So, to be on a roll is to have momentum. Think of a rolling ball. It is moving, it's propelling itself forward. So, take, for example, going to the gym. I know it's hard to get to the gym, and it's something where, you just have to go once, and then you'll have some momentum, and you'll be on a roll. A couple of examples are the comedian was on a roll as the crowd erupted with laughter with every punchline. I'm on a roll with getting my homework done. Don't interrupt. So, let's read a short story so we can hear these idioms in context. The retreat began with a 5 a.m. hike, and most participants just wanted to go back to bed. Many felt like fish out of water and weren't used to such early starts or physical challenges. To get the ball rolling, the leader shared an ace in the hole, a story about how they had overcome their own struggles by embracing discomfort. The story resonated, providing plenty of food for thought about perseverance and growth. By the end of the hike, the participants were on a roll, laughing and sharing their goals. Ultimately, everyone was excited to participate in the retreat. So again, those idioms are get the ball rolling, ace in the hole, food for thought, fish out of water, rise and shine. Great job today. There are other videos like this on this channel, and more are coming soon. I'll put playlists and videos right here, and I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!